you know why God made you? I was asked that question by a friend of mine several years ago. She became a board member and she was a consultant to CEOs in transition. And she came to me one day and said, Oz, I think you know a lot about your skills and your abilities, but I don't think you know why God made you. And I said, that's a strange way of putting it. Why God made you. Can a person really know that? And so she said, I think so. And so she took me through a process of about a half a day in which we got on the floor and began to put names and descriptors of who I was as a person and my characteristics, my gifts, and so forth on one word little cards. And through that process, we narrowed that down to about four names that best described who I was. And then we wordsmithed that. And so she helped me understand that, I have a particular DNA and you have a particular DNA that God created from the foundation of the earth. And we can get pretty close to what God sees us from a perspective of heaven. And so we came up with a statement that says God made Os Hillman to be an articulator and shepherd of foundational ideas that lead to transformation. Now, that was true of me before I was ever a Christian. Even as a golf pro back in the 70s, I could articulate the problem with your golf swing, and I could shepherd you through a process to make you better and transform your golf game. Some of you golfers out there thinking, when can I get in touch with you? But then it came about that I was in business, an advertising agency. Again, I could articulate the problem with your business. I could shepherd you through a process of discovery of things that you could do better to transform it in order to be a good business. And now today, in marketplace ministry activities, I can articulate and shepherd foundational ideas that lead to your life being transformed. And so this has been very helpful for me to know, because it helps me know what to be involved in. You see, a lot of entrepreneurs and marketplace people go about being involved in good things versus God things. And God wants us only to be involved in the things that He designs us for. And that's what Jesus did. He says, I don't do anything except what the Father, I see the Father doing. And that's exactly what we should be doing as well. And so by knowing this information, it's been helpful for me to be able to have a funnel, if you will, to know, can it fit through my funnel of things that, okay, does this fit my purpose and destiny? Is this something I should be involved in? And so I found it to be really helpful. And so we decided to teach this in our Change Agent video course. And recently I did a podcast on this topic, and I spoke about 30 minutes about this. And to my surprise, we normally get about 2,000 listeners to our podcast, but on this one we had 30,000 listeners. We hit a nerve somewhere and it got all over the place. And so we decided that, we needed to make something that might be a helpful tool for people. And so we decided to come out with a booklet just recently called How to Discover Why God Made You. And it's about a 35-page booklet that you can find on our website at tgifbookstore.com, and just look up How to Discover Why God Made You. And I think it might be a helpful tool for you and maybe some of your associates to walk through together. And so, God has a unique purpose and destiny for each of us, and it's up to us to discover that. And I pray that this will be helpful for you as you seek God in discovering why God made you.